What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Superpower Review, and welcome to a whole new year. 2017 is officially here. Ryan, what's going on, dude?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We got another great show for you today. We're going to be doing some video game play. We got a nice review for you about a movie and some things that we are looking forward to for 2017.
Some things we'll pepper in at the end there, absolutely.
Yeah. So first off, I just want to start off the show with some 2017 exciting things. Like for movies, for instance. This is some movies you should be looking forward to, or what I'm looking forward to for 27 this year.
Some of these were on our list in the last episode, right?
Yeah, they were. Yeah. But I did forget something like I knew I was, and this is the most exciting movie I am excited about, which is Logan, okay? I am so excited about Logan, okay? Comes out in theaters March 3rd. I'm going to cry so much during this one because this is Hugh Jackman's last movie playing as Wolverine.
Potentially. Ryan Reynolds is working on it for us. He's going to cut some deals.
He's working hard, but there was another thing today that he's done. Another great movie we're going to be seeing on March 10th is Kong Skull Island. Really excited about that. He looks great, and he looks mean. I love that trailer, that movie.
That's a nice image. That's different than the last one we saw. It's cool.
Another movie we're going to be getting this year, on May 5th, we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy. That looks pretty funny. It's got that, humor into it that, a lot of people like to see.
Typical Marvel movie.
Typical
I'm sure we'll be impressed.
Movie. This one looks good. We got June 2nd, Wonder Woman. Really excited for that one, too. I love that guitar, riff. Yeah, I love that. That gets me pumped.
It's wild.
I need that for the gym. June 23rd, we're getting Transformers the Last Night. I put it up there maybe for you guys for who like Transformers.
I know hardcore Transformers fans that haven't been into the Transformers movies for a while, and then when that one was out, they're like, what?
Yeah, just more Michael Bay explosions and big robots. We'll see. Maybe it's a good story. I'll definitely give it a watch. Another great movie. I'm really excited about this one as well. July 7th, we are getting Spider-Man Homecoming. Yes, Spider-Man is coming back to Marvel. And don't listen to this hater next to me. I'm excited. I'm seeing this movie.
I didn't know they made a 6th sequel. That's crazy. And he's still in high school.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you freaking. Yeah. All right, another great movie we're getting this year. On November 3rd, we're getting Thor Ragnarok. It has been confirmed that Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be in this movie playing as Doctor Strange.
That was tougher to say than Ragnarok.
True that. And for our last movie that I'm really excited about seeing for 2017 is definitely Justice League.
I got to see a picture of Batman coming off of the doors of that ship, and they modded it so he had the blue and the gray, and they gave him the white eyes and the classic symbol. And I was like, ooh, if only they had actually done that. You don't really get to see the Batman symbol as clear, I feel like, in the movies.
But I just want to put it out there real quick, now that we're on Batman. Ben Affleck is officially my new favorite Batman.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's actually do what it takes to keep him around and keep him interested in a full-fledged Batman movie and write a good script. I'm sure you heard about what happened this week. And Ben Affleck was basically saying if we don't have a good script, if we don't have something good for this movie, I'm not doing it. And I might as well just drop it all together if that's how this is going to go, because their DC movies have been plagued with nonsense. Man of Steel was good. I enjoed that movie. Say what you want about Man of Steel.
I love Man of Steel. Yeah.
Batman vs. Superman I really enjoyed, but it was so with people. It either really hit or really missed. It had a hard time meeting in the middle.
It was a middle for me. It was a middle for me.
And Suicide Squad, forget it. Suicide Squad.
I never watched Suicide Squad. You gave me a review about it for me, and then after what you said about it, I couldn't watch it. So.
With the Ben Affleck thing, he talked about It took 6 weeks to write Suicide Squad. Did you realize that?
No, I did not.
That is nothing. That is no time at all. How long is summer break for kids? You know, like that is ridiculous. So I think that says a lot about where the DC movies are heading. And Batfleck does not want another Daredevil scenario on his hands. He does not want to ruin the DC Batman legacy, and he just doesn't need a bad movie. Period. Almost all the Batman movies have been good, except for like the Joel Schumacher ones with Val Kilmer and the other guy. Can't have a bad Batman movie.
I don't blame Ben Affleck. Surprisingly, Ryan.
His name's Batman. That's it. His name's just Batman.
Surprisingly, I did really like him as Daredevil. The Daredevil movie was horrible, but I really don't put it on Ben Affleck that movie was bad.
No. He did what he could with it. Those are just the times.
So those are some movies you should definitely be looking out for 2017. Logan, Kong Skull Island, Guardians of the Galaxy, Wonder Woman. Comic book movies.
The list goes on. They're just spewing these all over you right now.
Hopefully the DC movies like Wonder Woman and the Justice League won't suffer like what Batman versus Superman suffered.
Because if they do, I'm going to give up personally. I will just give up and be like, you know what? Just stick to television like you're good at. I'll just go home and watch The Flash and be more than satisfied, and I'll wait for Marvel to kill the next movie.
Right. Yeah, don't cut anything out. Leave the good parts that the fans want to see. Okay, you know what I mean?
Suicide Squad was all over the cutting board, and then when they came out with the DVD, they gave us 15 extra minutes of footage with 5 extra minutes of the Joker. That didn't solve anything. No one's happy enough with that.
Enough of saltiness for DC movies. Let's start off with what we really came here, Ryan. And so, break out to the news. What are we doing on the show that's big today? Okay, so on December 20th, as some of you may know, Akuma dropped for Street Fighter V. And so did the start of Season 2, which meant a whole new set of patch notes. So characters had a lot of things changed. Some were nerfed and some were buffed. And I would just like to go over today Akuma, because ever since Akuma came out, I dabbled into Street Fighter V. I played it here and there. I was really kind of turned off by its release problems. But with Season 2 and the changes that they've made to the game and Akuma now, I am playing this game more than ever. I haven't played MKX in weeks. Really? I'm focusing on this right now. Yeah. Well, this is so cool. We got a real great treat for you today. Okay, so not only are we going to review Akuma for you today, but we're going to give you live video game action right here on the show. So let's get started. I'm excited. I want to see what Akuma is all about. And let's get started. So, Ryan, what do we got here? All right, so here's Akuma. He's got a totally new look with his lion mane feature there. Looks really cool. It's totally different for him. The reason why Akuma is dope right away, you asked me in the beginning, like, what's the difference between Akuma and some of the other Shoto characters like Ryu and Ken? And it's the fact that, all right, stand full screen. My fireballs actually won't reach full screen. Ooh, that's... Okay? Unless I'm in V-trigger mode. Then they reach full screen. Also, when I'm in V-trigger mode, I shoot 2 fireballs in the air, and I'm able to jump back and use those fireballs too, instead of just having to jump forward, or I can, like neutral jump and do it. So that's pretty cool. Another cool thing to do, I've been working on a ton of combos, okay? Check this out. After I do my light Tatsumaki, my spin kick, I can actually cancel that into a Shoryuken. Whoa. Or into anything. Now, that's my critical art right there. Nice big damage move, big explosion. You can go ahead and move around, too. I don't mean to, totally stifle you or anything. Stop beating me up. Haruka. He's got a parry move. If you press both of your medium moves, he'll parry. And he has the opportunity to kick after the parry. Good. So that's his jab. His jab is his quickest move. 3 frames interaction right here. And then the crouching one's 4. Medium jab is his best footsies tool. Look at all the range I get. So before you're even reaching me to hit, I can kind of outmatch you with my medium. Ryan, I wish my jab was this fast when I did some... You wish you had a 3-frame jab, buddy? Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's pretty fast. If you jump in with heavy punch and hit 2 heavy punches again, you'll do that combo that I just did, or just hit like 2 heavy punches. It's a really simple. Oh, there you go. There you go. I got a 2-hit combo. I know what I'm doing here. Yeah, that's like the basic combo right here. Crouching kick to Hadouken. There you go. There's the critical art. I know what I'm doing. I play video games sometimes.
So, I mean, that's more or less Akuma. Like, he's... Hold on, ready? Let me cancel this one move into... And see, I can cancel into my Tatsumaki kick again.
Awesome.
So those are just like little things that he can actually do that make him different than some of the other Shoto characters, you know? When I'm in V-trigger, which is both heavy buttons, my Shoryuken changes completely. Does more damage, drops him back down. What else? He also has like two heavy kicks into a combo.
Nice back roundhouse kick.
So you do that, bam, and then right into that.
That's cool. So how powerful is Akuma as a character in this game?
Akuma is one of those guys where he does an immense amount of damage, and he's got like a lot of option. Character. Yeah, he is a powerful character. Check this out. This is Demon Flip, okay? Now with that, I can grab you, which is unblockable. That grab is unblockable. And like depending on which kick you use is the distance that he'll actually travel. So if I use my heavy, he carries almost the full screen, you know? So if you go half circle forward from back to kick, he does that. Then I also have the punch that I can do.
And it's cool because he spins and then he's there up for a second and people might think that that's an open.
It messes the timing up. Like this kick especially, like if I don't do anything, he drops that kick anyway. But to be able to get that and then combo off of it is the delay on this is intense because of the way we're like broadcasting it, so it's messing me up on my combos. But so that's back and heavy punch is that. It's a nice anti-air, and you can cancel it right into your fireball, which is super cool. And you can also cancel that into his critical art as well, which is super cool. Look at all that damage, dude.
That's a lot of red.
So he does a lot of damage, but he also takes a lot of damage as well. That's the biggest thing. You'll notice like when he's getting hit, he takes a lot of extra damage.
Okay.
But yeah, his moves are awesome. If you also jump up in the air and hit down and medium kick, he's got this really cool... Let me try and do it here.
Nice flying side kick there.
Why is it not doing it?
Because he doesn't like you.
That dive kick right there.
Oh, well, that's pretty big. Is that an overhead?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
So that's a really cool move. I love canceling that into the Shoryuken. Oh yeah, so then when you jump back, you can use the air file. So I love this setup. I'll have you in the corner jailed, and I'll come in with an air Hadoken.
That's real sweet, yeah.
And open you up, you know? Or if you're blocking, if I assume that you're blocking because you're going to sit here and take that, I can just run up and grab you, and you have to eat that, you know? He can do his Tatsumaki kicks in the air, which is super cool. I just did one on you there, bam. That's a cool way to come in.
And go down at the same time.
I'm trying to do his Raging Demon.
Let's see that Raging Demon.
Oh, it's so tough. I've been trying to work on it all day. So how essential is Akuma for this game right now, Ryan? I mean, we didn't have Akuma when this game started. Is he a huge hit right now? He is a hit. Oh, yeah. People are really digging him. A lot of the pros are all over him right now because they really want to dissect him and figure out what he's all about so that they also can maybe play against him, have a new main, or just someone that they can... there it is, Raging Demon right there. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Look at all the damage it does. Oh, he's got no health, but this does 30 hits for 30+% damage. It's like almost 40 hits, and that is so hard to do.
I love how the screen goes so dark and those purples really come out. It's really nice.
He is awesome. He's just powerful and fun. Look at that, dude, you know?
And I'm stunned.
And then let me get the V trigger out. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So, I mean, that's more or less it. You know, he's got a lot of different options other than the other Shoto characters. And I've been preferring him. Like, they made a lot of changes recently to Ryu for Season 2. But I'm sticking with this for a little while. I'll probably try a couple other characters. You can mess around, too, if you want. I'll probably try a couple other characters, but he just feels and looks awesome. Because of the gameplay now that with Season 2, I've actually been able to take this game online more.
Yeah.
I haven't streamed much of this game or played it much. Season 2 changed all that. You know, Akuma, the new moves. I was able to actually upgrade my player level to an Ultra Bronze right now. I got over 1,000 league points.
Wow.
Just flexing on him like that. So it feels good. I'm learning a lot. I'm spending more time with the game. I'm learning the combos. I'm learning the matchups and what I should and shouldn't be doing, you know?
Awesome. So you think your win streak online has improved?
Of course, yeah, and because of the tools I have with this character, I feel more comfortable. I played a lot more with Ryu in the beginning, and it just wasn't enough. It satisfied me, but it just wasn't enough. This finally feels like a full three-dimensional character. They just got so many options. I'm in love. We're going to get married next year, I think. I'm going to just take this off, and it's all about Akuma.
I hope your wife's not watching right now.
Just kidding. Shout out to the lady.
Oh, my God. Shout out to the lady for always supporting and watching.
She should grow her beard in, you know, get the hair. The lion's mane is really, I mean, I did it, you know, probably just made a bunch of microphone noise.
So, with Akuma being said, you know, being played, check out Akuma if you're into Street Fighter. Looks like definitely worth a play.
Yeah, if you've picked him up, let us know what you think of him. If you have any comments or questions about how to play him or combos and moves, you can always just hit us up through the Facebook, or you can find me at twitch.tv/ppguys, and I will be streaming this a lot more often. I got some big news coming too. I got a little gaming room set up coming up in the living room. I just ordered a BenQ 1 millisecond lag TV. I'm going pro. I'm going from Joe to pro right now.
Wow. Well, Ryan, with that, dude, my little piece of news is that I finally got to see Toho's new Godzilla Resurgence.
Oh, this has been a long time coming.
This has been a long time coming, and Godzilla came out. It was strictly only in Japan. It came here in America into a selected amount of theaters for only 2 weeks. And Ryan, after watching the show, I'm going to tell you right now, the salt is real.
The salt is, we need
a shaker. The
salt
is really real. So I watched this movie, okay, as soon as you put the DVD in, this movie starts out quick, okay? This is probably the first, Toho movie that you don't have to wait a half hour to 40 minutes to watch
get to the goods.
To watch Godzilla. So,
nice.
So this is the first Toho Godzilla movie we have seen in 12 years. Okay.
Wow.
This is Toho's second Godzilla reboot. Okay, the first one being in 1984.
Oh, I wasn't aware that this was like a reboot. I thought this was more like a final staple with all the shit that.
No, this is our second reboot, and this is the first Godzilla standalone where you don't see any monsters with him since 1984.
Oh my God!
So this is strictly a Godzilla standalone movie.
So look for no other beast in here other than him.
Yeah, exactly. So you're supposed to watch this movie like as if you never know Godzilla. Japan has never seen Godzilla before, and they Japan gets there. They get wrecked, dude. They get wrecked. So the movie starts off right away. Stuff starts happening. Water's boiling. Okay, there's this huge red thing, and then you see this tail whipping around. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, so the movie starts off really fast, and then it gets to the point where you're like, okay, what am I looking at here? Because it's cutscenes and like, oh, this is happening. There's an earthquake here, and now this tunnel is falling down, and the movie starts off fast.
Right away.
It's chaos right away. And the first thing I thought was, oh man, like I already don't like this movie because I already don't know what to look at. My first complaint about this movie is it's strictly in Japanese, and there's subtitles.
That goes with anything that's going to be that, though. You can't really use that against it.
But the Japanese speak very fast, and the titles are gone really quick. The subtitles are all in white, and the other thing is that the subtitles are all in white, and when you go to a new place where they show you a new place of Japan, they tell you where we are. If there's a new person that we haven't introduced yet into the movie, they show you who you are, and it overlaps those titles. And it's a huge mess, and you can't really read it. It's hard to read. So everything is going on. There's chaos. We're constantly in political meetings. They don't know what is happening, and finally Godzilla shows up. And
so you really just get to see people panicking, basically.
People panicking.
Right?
Stuff happens right away. So, he finally comes on shore. And if we go to our phase, Godzilla goes through phases here.
Yeah, this is what made the movie look so weird, and I wasn't super amped to go watch this. I was kind of waiting on your opinion before I did it.
It looks silly, it does. The big googly eyes look silly, but to be quite honest, it looks really creepy the way how he moves. So this is his first phase. He has no arms here.
So this is how he starts in the movie.
This
the
is
first
how
time
he
you
starts.
see him, he looks like this. Okay.
So they're saying, well, he's too big. He's going to be like a whale. He's going to wash up on the beach, and he's going to just suffocate off of his weight. And that totally backfires on them. So he's going through tunnels, destruction. The destruction in this movie is awesome.
The CGI looks good?
The CGI looks good, okay? Toho really stepped up their CGI. And the destruction in this movie is great. Like, there's cars flying everywhere and whatnot. So
how's the plot? What's the plot like?
The plot is okay. It's your basic Godzilla movie. That's your plot. Godzilla is coming to wreak havoc on Japan, and that's really it. It's your same Godzilla movie.
How long is this movie?
I think it's an hour and 20 minutes. Don't quote me on that.
So it's not super long. It didn't feel long to you? It didn't feel like,
no.
Oh, is this over yet? Or?
No, but there were a couple of parts where I was like, okay, hold on. So let me get into it. We're running out of time, and I gotta say everything.
Sorry.
So he goes through forms. I actually like this part of the movie that he goes through forms. It's different for a Godzilla movie. He ends up going into a second form where he can finally stand up. I didn't get a good still frame of it, but this is a clay form that they made for the movie, and people are making fun of this because they're calling this Turkey Godzilla. Again, he has this big eye.
If I can interrupt you real quick, it kind of looks like a turkey Godzilla that the dog got and chewed on for a little bit.
Well, he's radioactive. He's a sea creature. He actually has gills in this movie, which is different.
That's
and
cool.
They pour blood when he comes out. It looks nasty.
Okay.
This is definitely the first creepiest, scariest Godzilla movie I've seen, and that's what I do like. That's what I do like about this movie.
So it's a throwback to the original, where this is actually meant to scare you and not be like,
this is meant to scare
you.
This is meant to scare you. He looks sick. He looks gross. So with the design, so he ends up going into. Let's show his final stage actually, which is the next slide. This is his final stage. He ends up getting too hot on his second stage because he's so radioactive that he finally goes into the ocean to cool off. And when we see Godzilla again, we see him in his final stage. And this is what we get. In this still, hold on, let's go back there. In this still here, he looks wicked menacing and he looks really, really scary. But in other times, he looks nothing but a burnt-up cookie monster with teeth.
He kind of looks like The Walking Dead ran into a Godzilla.
Yeah. So sometimes he looks really awesome on other angles, and other angles he looks like, oh, that looks silly. No guy in a suit for this movie. This is CGI and puppeteering. My other big complaint about this movie is that he is the stiffest Godzilla. Okay.
He doesn't have his fluid motions because of his CGI.
We see this Godzilla walking around like this literally every time. Okay, and it just walks.
That's got to be on the YouTube picture.
that's the movie. Unless
it looks silly.
The only time he makes a big movement is when they use CGI, and it's not very often because, hey, guess what? That costs money.
Oh man! Do you know how much they made? How much it took to make this movie?
No, but I know it went huge in Japan.
It made a lot of money.
It made a lot of money. So sometimes Godzilla looks good, sometimes Godzilla doesn't. Another huge complaint that put a really big nail in the coffin for me with this is that they used the same exact sound effects and roars from the 1954 movie. Same music from the 1954 movie.
Okay,
it's ridiculous, okay? You have this menacing, grotesque Godzilla, and he is sounding so wimpy with the 1954 roar. This movie,
come on.
The salt is so real that Toho was so mad that Legendary spanked them with an awesome Godzilla movie. I'll never forget when I saw the article. Toho watches Legendary Godzilla movie and loved it. And I said, yeah, and the salt is real. Okay?
You must be bitter as hell about that right now.
So I just really feel like this is a lazy, lame, put together movie. There were things I did like about it. I don't want to completely hate on the movie. There were some things that I really did like, and there were other things that I didn't like. The whole story, the way how they finished Godzilla off, I've seen in another movie, another Godzilla movie, and it's just...
How many has this been?
This is the 29th Toho Godzilla movie.
What are you going to do?
And I know I'm gonna get some slack for this, and I hope there's some Godzilla fans or kaiju fans watching this. But it took 29 movies from Toho to establish a Godzilla and put Godzilla into place, and I felt like Legendary accomplished everything I wanted to see in a Godzilla movie in one movie. I'm sorry to say it, but that's my feel of it. I love Godzilla. Thank you, Toho, for making Godzilla, because I'm a huge Godzilla fan ever since I was a little kid, okay? But Legendary spanked them with only one movie, and I still haven't seen the real Godzilla that I want to see from Toho, the original creators of Godzilla.
We're all still kids on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. So... Again, I don't want to sound like I'm crapping all over this movie. Again, there were some things that I did like about this movie. Another thing, we have a still of it. Godzilla's radiation, his atomic beam goes off, which is cool. But again, same sound effect from 1954, 1960.
Looks wild. That
his
mouth is
splits.
too open, yeah.
And this was a huge thing for me. If we show the next still... I'm sorry, the next one, that one looks really good. This just shows you how good the CGI is on this movie. They really did upgrade on CGI. It looks really good. If we can show the next still, it starts coming out of his tail, his atomic breath. And then if you go to the next still, it starts coming out of pretty much every orifice of his body. Okay? And whatever you can think of. And that's when I was like, you know what? They're trying to update Godzilla so much where it just looks terrible. And they're just trying, Godzilla has one atomic breath. Let's make it better than Americans and give it AIDS everywhere. So it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. More's not always better.
Yeah, more's not better. But in the end of the day...
What would you give this movie then? Wrap it up.
I don't give it... It's not a good movie, but it's not a bad movie either.
7 out of 10?
It's at the end of the day, it was a good Sunday entertaining watch, but still, it's just a meh movie.
Yeah.
So that's what I have to say about Godzilla Resurgence.
Check it out if you're interested in it at all, and you can also let us know what you think of the movie. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, on Facebook, a Superpower Review. Catch me at twitch.tv/pp guys. Anything else?
Karate Kevin 67 on Instagram if you want to follow me there. Please subscribe to our shows. We could really use the subscribers, and give us your feedback. And with that, I have nothing else to say.
Give us a like, give us a share. Thank you so much for watching. It's our 4th episode. We'll be back again very, very soon. High five, brother.